Welcome to this episode of You Racist. We try to call out what you shouldn't be, but what you are, and why you shouldn't be what you are. I have a message. And you know how I've seen a lot of, dear white people things and white people things, but this is not for white people. This is for stupid, ignorant. You are racist. I'm gonna tell you this. This white person right here is a racist white person, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. It's really nothing you can do about it because that's just your mindset. That's how you think. That's what you believe. And the issue is, you have that right to believe that. You have that right to feel the way you want to feel. Nobody will give a shit. Just don't be disrespectful about it. I don't give a fuck if you don't like black people, Mexican people, Jewish people. I don't care. And most people don't. Like, nobody cares how you feel, sir, ma'am, sir, ma'am, sir, whatever you want to be. We don't care. Nobody cares. If you don't identify with gender and you feel a certain way, I don't care. You have a right to feel the way you feel. But leave your kids alone. Leave your kids alone. Stop trying to take them out of school, because when they come home and they learn about civil rights, and they learn about slavery, and they learn about Jim Crow, all things that happened, all things that were part of American history, when they learn about all these things, and when they come home and tell you that, not that they feel bad because it was them or the people that look like them doing it, but they probably feel bad for the people that it was being done to. So if you keep confusing sympathy with guilt, or guilt with sympathy, that's you think them being sympathetic toward the plight of another human is it some guilty shit? You that is so fucking asinine, so retarded, and it makes zero sense. Zero sense. Your grandma and your grandpa, they should have slapped the shit out of you bastards. They should have made it impossible for you to even bear offspring. They should have got you spayed, neutered, because you act like animals. That's why I say spayed and neutered. Y'all, some of you stupid, you stupid white people should have been spayed and neutered. You stupid black people that feel the same fucking way should be spayed and neutered. Y'all that believe that American history, based off of a lot of the racial aspects that go along with American history, should coincide with critical race theory, you are a fucking idiot. It's just history. It happened. You didn't fix it. Nobody fixed it. All you did was put on this false sense of inclusion, and you think that's enough. You got black people, because they are middle class, feel like, oh, we made it, so everything's so equal, everything's so fair. Shut the fuck up. You are such a small, I know that the structure, this is the governmental structure appreciates middle class people, because y'all paying all the taxes. Thank you, Mr. Middle Class. You're paying all the taxes. You're loading up the taxes, and you're making sure the roads getting built. You're getting the fuck taxed out of you, and you think you don't even understand what the fuck we going. You don't even understand what's going on. You don't have a clue. But you think it's all this shit. You don't want shit to be black and white, but you making shit black and white by refusing history. How you gonna refuse history? Ain't nobody trying. And this is what's the ridiculous part about it. You think that critical race theory? This is where y'all got. This is where y'all pulled this critical race theory shit out your ass. You pulled it out your ass because people decided to tear down the statues of the Hitlers of America. And what I mean by the Hitlers of America is a dude that was fighting to keep African people of African descent or people of Aboriginal descent, black people, because it's two different sides of that story. But they were trying to keep black people in slavery. Y'all are the Hitlers. Y'all are seriously, y'all are like Hitlers of American history, and nobody can tell me different. Like, can you prove to me that y'all wasn't the Hitlers of American history? You weren't trying to uphold just your liberties as a Southern white guy. No shit like that. You was trying to keep slaves. You were trying to keep slaves. That was your livelihood. That's what you wanted to do. And because people built up morals, and no, you can't be. Don't. This is you. This is these motherfuckers. Oh no, no need to be moral now. We started this. We gonna have to ride it all the way out. No, that ain't how we're gonna do it, man. That ain't the way it's supposed to be done. When you figure out shit is wrong, you're supposed to stop doing it. Slavery was wrong. Slavery was wrong. Slavery was wrong. Jim Crow was wrong. Voter suppression, that shit's still wrong. Not that it was wrong, it's still wrong. It's still wrong. So stop. Leave your kids alone, bro. Let them have sympathy toward shit that was wrong. You want them to have sympathy about the Jewish Holocaust and shit, or you want them to have sympathy for that fucking, what's that shit called? The Revolutionary War. Y'all want sympathy from the Brits, and all they did was tax the fuck out you. But y'all don't even tell that side of the story here. Who were the colonists? When the colonists exiled from England, I mean, y'all got exiled. So they was gonna tax your ass anyway, because you basically get like, he was like, yay, send them motherfuckers up out of here. Let them go live in a new land, and maybe we'll find something to get out of that shit. Blah blah blah. You came over here. The natives of the land taught you how to make yourself useful here, how to survive, and the only thing you can do with them is kill their ass off and steal their land. But that's critical race theory, right? No, it's fucking history. It's history. What piece of land y'all buy from the Indians? Exactly. Y'all won't even tell the truth about the Civil War. That's what's so fucked up. Y'all won't even tell the truth about the Civil War. Y'all saying it was a Civil War so you can take credit for ending slavery. It was gonna end anyway. But you know why? You know why you don't want nobody to know that? Because you don't want to know. You don't want people to know that it was people of African descent fighting y'all ass back for 40 years, and it wasn't nothing y'all could do except for keep fighting. And they was fighting, and they was running, and they was getting away from y'all ass. And you wasn't going to keep winning because the word was going to get spread, and the shit was just going to turn into some more bigger and better. It's just going to get bigger and bigger. And then what? And then what? Exactly. That's exactly what I thought. That's it. So those millions and millions and millions of Native Americans that you killed, y'all killed them. Y'all killed, man. I don't even know if it's a number for y'all. I mean, we don't even know what the number is for that shit. But I bet you somewhere along the lines of Cecil Rhodes and Leopold, the millions of Africans that they killed for the sake of the same shit, for colonization. That's what y'all do, bro. You can't get away from that shit. Can't get away from that shit. So leave your. I'm gonna keep saying this so you understand. Leave your kids alone. They have a right to be sympathetic about other or about humanity's plight. Okay, you can't say shit. You ain't nobody to make that kid. You making them feel guilty, and you're making them resent your stupid ass. And that's the beauty of it. That's the good part about it. That your kid gonna hate you so fucking much that they gonna show their kid better. They gonna make their kid better than their mama was or their daddy was because y'all some stupid pieces of shit. That's the beauty of it. They're not gonna teach the way you teach. I'm like, man, I can't. My mama, that bitch was racist. That's what they're gonna say. Why they with their black husband or their black wife? I don't know why she was so racist because, Alicia was she was the sweetest and nicest and the most well-rounded girl in the school, and she was black. Or Jonathan was the most nicest, humble spirits, and he was a black guy, but my mom didn't like him because he was black. And she didn't have no other reason not to like Jonathan. And I didn't think that. I didn't feel guilty because of slavery. I was sympathetic. I was like, oh, that was wrong. I mean, what did they give you guys after they let you go? And then you find out they didn't give them shit. Oh, that's fucked up. Hey, looking at that, mama. That shit ain't right that the government didn't hook them people up. This ain't got nothing to do with guilt. Nothing to do with guilt. The only people that should feel guilty about slavery and about all the other atrocities afforded to black people, or the people who uphold and that are holding the same government offices that keep on looking past the whole shit. They just keep on walking past it. Keep on walking past like ain't nothing happening. Hey, look, I hear what you're saying, but shit, whatever. You done? So what I'm telling you to do is check yourself. Don't check history, because history has a curriculum, and if you don't want this history to be taught, it really just it's idiotic. It don't make sense. Like, it's history. It is what it is. I don't know why you fighting the truth. If they was lying on y'all ass, I can understand that. You tell me it makes my child feel guilty. No, it don't, stupid. Why would they feel guilty? Do y'all know what guilt is? You don't want your child to have no to value nothing. Like you want them to have some little. You want them to hold on to lies and dance around the fucking truth like white people been doing as long as we can fucking remember. Y'all just dance around the truth. You sit up here and call black people 3/5 human and shit like that in order to keep them from voting and property domesticated. You just the history of America has it documented that you domesticated humans. But you want to just sit up here and be like, oh, yeah, well, I mean, that's nothing. You didn't domesticate, because, yeah, of course, we domesticated humans, but it's a problem because you domesticated black people. I'm pretty sure everybody would have felt and been a little bit less differential about slavery if you would have domesticated white people too. But you didn't. And so in that aspect, that's what y'all are feeling. Because you understand that. So you feeling the guilt. of that shit because you understand that, hey, I mean, it wasn't fair we did to him, but hey, look, man, we ain't got shit to do with that. But you can still be sympathetic. That's the problem. Y'all went on with y'all lives because they didn't show that kind of shit. They had a paragraph this big about slavery, probably, in history books. And as soon as, like, this is what you saw slavery and what happened with slavery, but you don't see much detail about it. But it goes from slavery straight to, we talked about cotton, and the highlight of slavery was Eli Whitney inventing the cotton gin, which is the biggest bold-faced fucking lie I can think of, because ain't no way why would Eli Whitney take his time to build a cotton gin when he got slaves? Did a slave invent the cotton gin and Eli Whitney took the credit? I'm probably 98% sure. And I know what Eli Whitney did. I know the motherfucker was an arms guy. I know he made guns and shit, but fuck him. He ain't make no cotton gin. That's a lie. You can't convince me otherwise. He was a piece of shit too, and you can't convince me otherwise about that either. All right? Yeah. So let your kids hold on to that sympathy. It'll make them better children, and they won't be pieces of shit like their mom and their dad, because y'all are pieces of shit. I mean it. Banneker out.